Alright. Before we get started, let me read to you what happened during the reign of Queen Zemuel II, the Absolutist, who ruled from 1033 to 1050. Then don't write and drive, Rasper. Queen Zemuel II, daughter of King Zemuel the Cunning Hesperus, Zemuel II was the first ruler to legitimately inherit the throne since Irinavan. Rumors had it that her father's arts barely saved her from a childhood disease, but left her too frail to be assertive. She aimed for peace, but not her nobles. An eccentric god-speaker, Hane Whitewolf, claimed to be Zemuel I's bastard, and that a prophecy ensured they would slay their sister as she became a tyrant. Grandees prayed for an end to heretic rulers. Even members of the Hesperus clan had grown weary of their lesser role and missed King Oscar's days of holding the kingdom hostage of hunger. More conciliatory than Zemuel I, the queen strove for unity and avoided overtaxing nobles, which was easy to do as soon in her reign she had the council confiscate the wealth of prospective wizard Countess Grandmaster. Alongside a clever use of her golden choice, this allowed her to keep her subject pacified while still financing large projects, such as finishing her father's mountain bust. Zemuel II's reign saw the invention of the printing press, which was put under control of Quail University. The kingdom prospered as scholarship spread, but freethinkers undermined royal authority enough that the archbishops seemed to have a stronger grip on grandees than the queen. A suggestion to focus on missionary work moved him away from the south, while reminding observers of the chain of command. But the queen sending preachers to the north made it more heedful of Hannah's prophecy, and Count Pyromaniac's beheading machine, while practical, was feared to make killings too easy. Reports of a northern opposition to the queen surprised her, as she had good rapports with the chiefs ever since marrying one of them, the gloomy but driven huntress Kestrid Ithanes, who helped her assert herself at the court. Despite her poor health, she traveled to the north to attend Winterfest, bringing a jeweled axe as a gift to excuse her inability to drink. It seemed to smooth things over, but Hanne's partisans still plotted and hoped to use her trust to lure her into a trap. An outbreak of dancing plague was reported in the north. The council met urgently as all remembered the havoc it had caused during the rebellion of 984. The chiefs followed the queen's golden choice to impose a quarantine. However, the grandees and the counts wanted havoc, whether to summon a mob or a demon, and voted to deal with the plague by flogging dancers. This made the queen too unpopular among northerners to risk visiting, delaying Hanna's plan. The plague spread, and the nobles hid out in their castles, letting commoners endure until it died out. The kingdom was still peaceful, but would the people recognize it and support their queen? Trusting her father's choice, Zemuel II began training spies. Green-thumbed monster, turnip wizard, ghoul-powered mills, and royal rat poison had made the East verdant. Its exclusive sale of nightmares eating cabbages to Tavalin was the perfect cover for secret deals with this country's secret agents, even if it deprived the reality regions of good sleep, and thus Hanne's plot was once again foiled. Seer Conte Shiny Quarks predicted great success in the Queen's enterprises, and they were right. Her deployment of spies was swift and flawless, her control total. Her meek facade was cast away, revealing the calculating mastermind she always was, but could not afford to be seen as, until now. Hanne's prophecy of tyranny was right, but no hero could oppose her. Under her father's stone gaze, Zemuel II, the Absolutist, pursued his legacy of dreadful, absolute peace, and peasants loved her for it. Big round of applause for that which lurks, for this freaking amazing summary. Thank you so much for taking the time to write these. These are always so freaking good. Thank you so much, Lurks. Thank you. So these that you just heard was the story of Queen Zemuel II, a stone-cold, calculating mastermind who hid behind a frail facade. Now, we're playing as her daughter, though, Queen Zemuel III, and let's see how different Zemuel III is gonna be from her mother. Alright, who's here? Brzdovetsky, hey! Welcome and thank you for joining, how you doing? And MrKaji, 980, welcome and thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Given how the Count somewhat helped her in the end, I'm unsure whether she used them or if the Counts felt where the wind was blowing and decided to suck up to her. To me, it really felt like she used them. But that's my perspective, right? So, welcome back home, Pasper. No, thank you, Lurks. Will there ever be an increased treasury win condition? There is already. Oh, for the Monarch. Huh, I don't know. Interesting. Handle Gamer, welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna be here. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna keep you company while you do the dishes. Alright, so Queen Zemuel III. Let's do as usual the council introduction, right? Yeah, let's do the council introduction. Let's see who introduces themselves. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles, Chiefs of the North. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with that lot. Livingstone the Third. Of course it's Livingstone the Third. Of course. Livingstone the Third, one of the protagonists of the very first reigns. Yeah. Counts of the East. Reaper! Are you drunk, Reaper? Wow, it's incredible that Reaper decided to come out of his own tower out into nothingness and, you know, come all the way to the capital to say hi. Interesting. But wait, are you not related? Now that I think about it. Are we not related? An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. I was dismayed. Yeah, right, Reaper is the great-grandfather of Zemuel III. Now that I think about it, yes. Lol, King Israel. We dragged him out, actually. Yeah, I think Reaper is Desmond's dad, you're right, yeah. Yeah, now I remember that. Then it does make sense that Reaper would come here. In order to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness, I was dismayed to hear of your mother's passing. Wow. Your mother passing, which would be my granddaughter's passing. Yeah, this is your great-grandfather. All the relatives kind of start blending together at some point. That's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to do a tree. Not gonna join purely for the funnies? In Canada, I'm a peasant. Okay. Feel like I'm gonna die this rain? Let me help you. Grandies of the South. Waper, hey! I don't think you've ever seen Waper in an introduction. But you've been often conspiring, so I wonder what this means. May the ninth God bless your reign, Your Holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Probably Waper really wanted to get an idea of what was happening here. You know, of who this queen was, given the previous scheming. The council all immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what you might have fought so hard for? Reaper looking fine for a great-grandfather. Absolutely. Alright, coronation time. Isn't everyone basically immortal? Pretty much, yeah. Oh. 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 It's the bug. Boom, solved it. Solved it. I love that I've only appeared once and it was to introduce myself to the monarch. You live a very peaceful life. Kind of had to make a final entry. Did Zemuel III take after her chief mother or Zemuel II? I think a bit of both. I think a bit of both. The secret red button that solves all the problems? Yes. Oh my god, Wolf text. Let me see. Count Reaper seems to have a hidden letter under your crown. A small bee buzzes off. My dearest granddaughter. I do not remember if your mother told you about the offer I made her during the early years of rule, but I will make the same offer to you. Should you be chased off your throne, you will have a place to shelter within Vestin Tower. That is good to know. That is good to know. I think Zemuel III, her instinct is to just throw away the letter first, but then she just thinks twice about it, and they're like, okay. It's like, I don't need this. But let me just hold on to it, just in case I'll need it. You know? Oh, that's fantastic, one buried every boy. Is Hesper Zemuel III's great aunt? Wait, why? Why would it be? Are you related to? As a tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Dear nobles of the council. I wouldn't be opposed to a lavish parade. I don't think. No, not the foreign dignitaries, because Queen Zemuel is still kind of afraid to be seen as inexpert, you know? Inexperienced. Yeah. I think she's afraid to be seen as inexperienced on the world table, you know? In the world chessboard. Do you maybe have the description? Oh no, there's no description for her, right? Hesperus was Zemuel the first relative. Oh, then yeah, you must be related. Was her nephew? Oh, okay. Wow. Reaver, baby. Looks like it's gotta be Reaver. 23. Yeah, this is a majority. Okay, let's go. Throw the queen into the Reaver. It is decided. The queen will be thrown in the Reaver. What? What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true queen. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Tritwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with its sheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling eagles? Well, Waper, thank you so much for stopping by and for introducing yourself to the Queen. It was nice to have you here. Take care, and have a good night. Alright, now... the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. And with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So... Queen Zemuel III, I think, took from both her parents. Like, her mother... her on the count side was Zemuel II, who was very calculating and very, you know, do everything under the cover of shadows, whereas her mother on the chief side was very open, you know? It would behoove you to be saintly. Well, I don't think... Well, welcome back to the PC, much more comfortable Vesper. I don't think she wants to be a saint. So, I don't think she wants to... I kind of feel like she's gonna, like, walk a middle way here. No, definitely not faith. Definitely not faith here. Stability, like, keeping peace is what her mother and her grandfather did. And I don't think she wants to follow in her footsteps so closely. But she doesn't want to move too much away either. Like, her mother's teachings are still too strong. Like, she's kind of a rebel at heart. You know, she has a spicy character. But her mother's teachings are still too strong. Like, her mother, Zemuel II, was an absolutist towards the kingdom, but also towards her child. And I think that she's still intimidated about her mother's figure and her mother's teachings to stray away entirely from that kind of teaching. I don't think she's gonna go for peacekeeper because she wants to start to, you know, assert herself as an independent individual. But still, like, Conqueror, for instance, would be too far away. Greatest Queen is also very, very strong, too strong. Yeah, I'm thinking Mother of the Nation or Architect of a New Golden Age. One of the two. But Mother of the Nation gives me an idea of less grandeur. Grandeur? You know? I think it might be the Golden Age here. It's like, she strikes me as someone who really wants to, you know, shine. I don't think she has a caring heart, in so much as a striving heart. How much would she know about the state of the kingdom? Given the fact that her mother left her with a spy network, a lot. She definitely would know. Like, I think that, given the opportunity to go on a military campaign, she would absolutely do that. But she definitely knows that the military is not in good condition now. Like, if we get to pump the military and we get an event to go to war with somebody, she would absolutely do that. I don't think she's the person, though, for the 9. I think it's gotta be the Golden Age. I think it's gotta be the Golden Age. Like, it's starting to stray away from what her mother and her grandfather were doing, but she's still feeling their pressure too much. So I think she's not gonna go for Peacekeeper, but she's gonna go for Golden Age. And try to assert herself. Yeah, I think so. Lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years, focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the stats here. Like, I didn't realize it was this high. Again, we're doing things like I'm 100% role playing here. I remember one of the other goals for these, but I don't remember the other. I don't know. Bjarne of the Dawish Lurks clan, infamous northern elder, stands precariously in a longhouse crossbeam, groaning as if in a trance. Lurks, are you ever gonna stop conspiring against my monarchs? Yeah, the Lurks clan is always conspiring. What the hell? What the hell? Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter queen, Zemuel III. How do you want to put? This person, of which name I already forgot, on the throne, chiefs. Do you want to find a doppelganger trying to lower your own defiance? Do you want to follow a prophecy trying to raise authority? Or do you want to invoke Ragnarok trying to raise your own military? Traitors by blood? Yes. At least it's not a god speaker this time. Oh, you're right. There's been a series of god speakers. This must be at least the third, maybe even fourth. Lurk's claimant, yeah. I mean, it's probably on the world end. Oh, it's gonna be Ragnarok. It's gonna be Ragnarok. I get it. Okay. Is it? Or... yeah, I think... yeah, it is. Okay, let's go. It is. Everybody voted. Everybody voted. Ragnarok it is. The chiefs plan to make an alliance with the Ice Giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak or the Giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Ragnarok is cool. Oh, look at this! Vanya of the Oceanus Vir Dynasty, well known as her chess master, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. Another eye patch. Another eye patch. God damn it, stop mutilating your eyes, Counts. My fellow Counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back the days of glory, but not while the false Queen Zemuel III wears the crown. Counts, what do you want to do? Do you want to use sorcery, trying to raise authority, or do you want to offer ascension to Zemuel III, lowering your own faith? Or do you want to go for possession and lower your own defiance? They use the eye patch to cheat at chess. At least there isn't more family drama in my house, I hope. Wait until they're all related here. Do you want to be an immortal vampire? You are of Eastern heritage. So you are good enough to be accepted into society? I mean, she would probably say yes, you know? She's a massive nerd. I think it's she. I think Vanya is a she. We're gonna find out, actually. Like, Vanya sounds like a female name, but I might be entirely wrong and full of shit. The Counts plan to induct the Queen into their secret cult and offer her immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Yeah, actually, I'm just guessing because female names end with A in Italian, so that's not a valid guess for foreign languages. We're gonna find out in a moment. I like the Zemuel family enough to make them ascend. Right? They are really Eastern in the way they behave. Ernesta, of the Vaspiro lineage, powerful former priest, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. Another eye patch in the south as well. What the fuck? That's true, Reaper, yeah. Lesser demon of change. What's the worst that could happen? A lot. Electrui, welcome back. Oh, this is your first claim on Vaspir? Ernesta. Haha. No eye patches in the family, then you're not related. Cancer lizards to speak Ashmedian. What the fuck? A false pretender occupies a throne. My claim is ignored. Grandees of the south must not allow this stain to go unanswered. What do you want to do, Grandees? What do you want to do? Do you want to go for subterfuge, trying to lower stability, or for intimidation, trying to raise stability? Or maybe you want to go for an uprising, trying to raise treasury. Grandees, what do you want to do? Some families seem particularly power hungry. Yes, like yours. Yeah, like as I was mentioning earlier, I do put a lot of roleplay in how I play my monarchs, and I invite you to do the same, especially on this dynasty. Alright, intimidation. Looks like it's gonna be intimidation. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we have a majority already. Let's go. Intimidation it is. The Grandees plan to hold the Queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the Spy Master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, that's it. We have a bastard offshoot, Bjarne, which is a cool name actually. Bastard offshoot, a false pretender, and an embittered step-aunt. Vaspir, you're related. You're related to the royal family somehow. Cool. Or not, maybe, since there's an eye patch here. I love this eye patch thing that keeps going. Alright, let's go. They married into bastards. Well, I think we know what I'm going to be choosing here. I think I know what I'm going to be choosing. If Stop the Count comes up again, we are definitely going to pick it. Definitely. Bjarne might be from Zemuel's mother before being made a queen consort. Oh, it could be. You're right. Yeah. I think it actually is. I think it actually is. Yeah. The Avengers Endgame. So we have an invitation here, the Honor Guard. So let's go with an invitation first. Grandi Ergera. Hey, I hadn't seen you. Hello, how you doing? Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. Night of the Seven Pyres? What's that? Your Majesty, do you really not know? It is the biggest festival in the entire South. It is a celebration of the 9th god and his victory of the other 8. It is the most holy and sacred night of the year. Most people like it because fireworks are involved. I'll look forward to attending. We're blessed. I trust you are willing to finance and organize one of the pyres. It is customary for the queen to do so if she is in attendance. Yeah, I'll make sure it is a night to remember. I look forward to your holiness. Too many people at the Ross family reunion. Please calm down, yo. Yeah, it's a crowded family. And a mysterious ship, Chief Handle Gamer. Hey, I like your countenance. Look at this chill face. I like this. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate, and it's not even from the north. Its name is the Serafina, and it bears a southern flag. The vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Oh, that's some cool hair-beard combination. Jesper. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My common folk discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, that's an interesting event to start off. That's no way to talk to someone related to a saint. Wait, are they related to a saint? That's my old dog. Oh no! It's still my dog. I'm not talking. Oh, the Grandies. Oh shit. Just added this lurk summary to Zemuel on the 3rd page. Amazing, thank you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Thank you, Master. We were mentioning it earlier. Huh. My head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. So what happened to you? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing along southern waters. Then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. I think we can send the sailor to a monastery to convalesce in peace, right? And you know, I'm gonna start giving you some money. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Just to keep everybody quiet. Jesper has a bald spot, and where's my dog? My old dog is a week. That is so cruel. I was trying not to see the Defiance decisions to the adventure would have chosen D. What do you mean? Oh, okay. A return prized drinking horn is rumored to have been made by one of the northern gods. Which one? How easily am I bought? Very easily. Handle gamer? Yep, very easily. Jasper, the only one actually contradicting what they were asking me. Alright, let me count down from 5, 4, 3, vote A for free money, 2, 1, and a 0. The sealer is sent to a southern monastery where he can recover in comfort. The Archbishop assures you that he will receive the best of care and that you'll be the first to know if anything changes. Fantastic. I accept it since it's faithful, right? And the Honor Guard. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Brown Rose, and the grandees of the fiercest battle lance for the history of steel. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. So, who do we trust? Who do we trust? Who do we trust? Attaches she to her mother's homeland? I know. Foreign mercenaries, you can afford it. I'm kind of thinking foreign mercenaries. Also, hi Shiny Gorks, how you doing? Oh, definitely not no honor guard. Like, I was kind of thinking chiefs, but the chiefs have been rebelling all over the place, so I don't think it's gonna be chiefs. My liege, you can trust me, right? Of all people, you are one of those I cannot trust. So what would Queen Zemuel III do? Yeah, I mean, the chiefs have been rebelling a lot, so... I think she'd go with chiefs, you know? I think she would go with chiefs. And you know why? Of course you can. I mean, no, you're a peasant. You cannot have anything, one very dear boy. The Grandees have been the most loyal faction, but I think it would be the chiefs, and you know why? Because of her mother. Because of Kestrid, her mother. I think she would pick like her mother's tribe or whatever, you know? Can I trust you? Okay, you're one and the same with Sea of Noobs, so I think it's gonna be the Northern Warriors, yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Northern Warriors. I'll make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. That's acceptable. I think that's why, like because of her mother, of her chief mother. Yeah, I don't think she want to go for that kind of tradition exactly. Alright, auction time! Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the billion you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. The options are raising military for the chiefs with A, lowering authority with B, lowering military for the counts with C, lowering trade for the counts with D, raising stability with E, lowering faith for the grandees with F. I'll let you know. And there's 20 seconds left. And then when there's 10 seconds left. Oh wow. Look at the chiefs. Look at the chiefs. Building everything. 20 seconds left, by the way. And then people wonder why the chiefs have the least amount of money. 10 seconds left. Oh wow. is definitely being funded. Are you all just gonna let the chiefs do whatever they want, huh? Apparently so. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. That Which Lurks and Handling Gamer. So That Which Lurks built a theater on their own. That's pretty impressive. And look at immediately wanting to undermine the Queen's authority because they were a rebel family. You assholes. An ironic execution. Who invented the thing? Who invented the guillotine? And stopped the presses? Oh my god, we got 2 dynasty events. We got 2 dynasty events this time. Pyromaniac. Right. So let's do this one first, since it's very quick. Your Majesty, it's important to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I want to have men's. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Mediocre looking theater. Pyromaniac isn't here. What happened last time, Marley? His child is in deep trouble. First hetero monarch? Really? I would have loved to see the Queen Mother. Yeah, same. Let's go with the execution. Your Majesty, my little birds have brought most interesting news. Glapmore, thanks so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. How you doing? Pyromaniac II is a traitor. She's been selling Eastern military secrets to Ashmead for substantial amounts of cash. All lies, Your Majesty. I've been feeding Ashmead strategic misinformation to lull them into false sense of security. And besides, you can't cut my head off. My family invented the Pyromaniac. It's in the name. Okay. Sell you the radishes for massively deflated price. You're just gonna give me the radishes. You're a peasant. I'm not gonna pay anything. And then we'll admit it isn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, and what happens? What happens, Marley? Chops for the traitor. The old Queen Zemuel II promised my family it would never be used against us. Would you break that vow? Wait, what? Pyromaniac shot full of arrows instead. Oh my god, I want that. Yes. Absolutely. Have Pyromaniac shot full of arrows instead. Absolutely. That's so easy. That is so easy. Oh, no. I'm actually just gonna... Why would I be to a C? Like, who would want to do C? Who would want to do C? Like... I'm thinking of just doing this. I think I just want to do this. What did he betray? He was selling military secrets to Ashmead. The Grandees seem like they want C? Why? I'm gonna pay you in the next event. Right? You know what? I'm gonna pay you. Yeah, I'm gonna pay you. We're gonna murder this person. We're absolutely gonna murder this person. They asked not to be decapitated, so we're just gonna shoot them full of arrows. Gonna give you gold. We never promised, he lies. It's fine, it's fine. He can say we promised, people are gonna believe, you know? So we just kill him a different way. Our mother didn't promise to not kill them. Just promised maybe. Promised not to use it on them. So we just do it differently. Technically, it's promised to happen off screen, right? Yeah. Yeah, you get paid. You get paid. Absolutely get paid if you vote A. All right. Yeah. Worst thing is, Zemuel is going to approve this. Yeah. Yes. Let me count down from 5. No, actually, I don't know. Zemuel the second would probably go with C. And Zemuel the first would go with this one. I'm starting to see a bit of Zemuel the first in this in Zemuel the third. Can you pay me just once? Okay, here's a gold coin. There you go. Here's a gold coin. And also 20 lashes. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Promise not beheaded. Didn't promise not to execute. Exactly. Thank you, Your Highness, for the lashes. I didn't know you liked them so much. Here's another 30. More of a Zemuel the first thing indeed. Yes. Did the bloodthirst skip a generation? I think so. I think so. Paramedic the second is tied to a tree. Your archers raise their bows. Hang on, maybe getting my head off would be quicker. Is it too late to change my mind? Yes. The only answer is a volley of arrows. This one gold coin is worth more than my whole town. Oh, let me take it back then. Sorry, I misunderstood. I didn't know. Let me take it back. Here's a bag of potatoes. Is that better? Is that more fitting? Stop the presses. Please, no. May I have some of the popcorn? Your Holiness, Samananio's firebrand in the south is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspersions against you. Go to goat, hey. Well, here's a silver then. That's more appropriate. What's new? Something different this time. They're not just calling you a bad queen. They're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is republicanism, and not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Oh my god. Yeah, please chill with the all caps, because it makes chat a lot less readable for me. What a wonderful display. You truly are my blood. And here I was doubting your lineage with how much your mother got around. Best execution of the last 20 years, right? I liked it. Well, this is gonna be a tough one. Sleep his lap. Hello and welcome. I'm kind of scared at the fact that Zemuel III is the one who has to deal with republicanism. Oh, we're not a republic at all. Track down the printers responsible. Anyone carrying such pamphlets shall be killed on the spot. Forbid the use of printing presses altogether. Allow the pamphlets to circulate. I think we're gonna try to track down the printers, right? I think it's either A or B. But I think the Queen would like to have a talk with the people who are printing this. I think she wants to have a talk with them. So she's gonna vote for that. We know who the printers are. It's Quail University. Are they, though? Well, we'll see. I think we should just track down the printers. And let the Queen have a talk with them. Let's welcome the Republic. Never. Never. Big Cheese, welcome, thank you for joining. How are you doing on this lovely Wednesday night? This is close. 10 to 6. Let me count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Well, we'll send some onions. One very different boy, don't worry. Track down the princess responsible. Alright, 70% chance. Should be good. Let's see. I will find these troublemakers, Your Majesty, rest assured. But your spy master's confidence is unwarranted. Culprits cannot be uncovered and anti-monarchist pamphlets are smuggled across the kingdom in packing crates and bales of hay. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic, but for now, it remains a fringe faction of rebel-rousers and radicals. Yeah, the spy master failing is worrisome. Just gonna do a normal tax here. Normal tax, there's no reason to, you know, push it in any direction. Hui, welcome back, hey! Eligible auctions, heretical discovery. The sailor recovers. Oh, I want to hear about this one. Time to get a new spy master, maybe, yeah. Might I suggest using unwarranted cruelty next time? Yeah, that's probably gonna be how we do it. Yeah, we're still gonna be here, Marley, don't worry about it. Hope he passes soon. If Zemuel III fails at not being able to have a grip on the kingdom, I'll laugh my mustache off. I think that Zemuel III is gonna try to strike a balance, and as soon as she starts to lose control, she's gonna go ham. So there's a very strong risk that either she suddenly is dethroned, dethroned suddenly because she loses control all of a sudden, or she starts losing control and becomes a tyrant. I'm getting this feeling here. But if this becomes a republic, do we lose our noble titles? I have no clue if that's actually a thing. Third time's the charm. Your Majesty, I'm afraid the Southern Sailor hasn't regained his memory despite our monks' best efforts. Your monks are underachievers. More importantly, I consulted some late 5th century scripture and discovered a parable describing this very situation. The shipwreck is a sign of the Night God's power. I propose naming it as an official northern pilgrimage site. But I'm not sure I want everyone coming along and poking around on my land. Nonsense! This is a holy matter. This is... 10%. Pray on the subject? Pray on the subject. What would Queen Zemuel III do here? You know, I think she would want to pray on the subject here. I think her answer would be, I will pray on the subject. Paslik Prime, welcome, how are you doing, sir? Sometimes I wonder if the fanatics of the Ninth are the true blight of these lands. They might be. Who knows? They might do the same about you. Kumbaya! This is very close. 4-8 to 8. This is a tie. This is a tie. How you doing, Pasnik? 9-9. Let me count down from 5 here. 4, 3, 10-9, 12, 12, 2, 1, and 0. Keep in mind, she said she affirmed, let me pray on the matter, which is basically, if you think about it, a non-answer. It's her saying, I don't want to give an answer to you or you. I'm just gonna take time and think about it. I don't think she's actually preying on it, you know? Like, she's kind of pretending. Doing well, almost time to breath time. Glad to hear you're doing well, man. You spend long candlelit evenings in the same Birthing Cathedral meditating upon the ninth god. Soon you hope you'll receive divine advice. And this is kind of a lot for show, you know? It's kind of for show. It's kind of for show. Heretical discovery. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. If you say it's troubling, then someone took the knight's name in vain again. Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. That's a lot of stuff, Twyla. I encourage you to write it, to post it on the Discord, because it's gonna take me a long time to read all that. Yeah, this is the Toby Tuch purge all over again. They are worshippers of the deposed gods. They believe that the Eight will one day return to cast down the ninth god and all his followers. Fantastic, thank you, Twyla. Like, I read everything that's posted on the Discord, so sooner or later I'm gonna get to that. In other words, they are devil worshippers. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisition would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread. Waifu, hey! Welcome, how you doing? I'll hold the vote on the matter. Yeah, we definitely prohibit that. Like, this dynasty has learned what happens if you allow the High Inquisitor to do whatever they want. So there you go. I think Zemuel would go to deny Inquisition to the east, to deny the access, but most importantly, she doesn't want to like allow at all to repeal the law. I think definitely B. I think it's like, based on Queen Zemuel III's choice, it would definitely be B. Yet another monarch that respects the Church and the Inquisition. No, it's more like she knows that this would anger her Count relatives, and she doesn't want to do that. It's kind of compensating for the fact that she didn't pick the Knights of the Rose, you know? That's her reasoning. Like, oh, they're not going to be happy that I chose a different honor guard, so I'm going to give them this. Okay, it's 9 to 13. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deny the Inquisition access to the east. With nothing to rein them in, the devil worshippers thrive in the faithless region of the east, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Fantastic. Nothing to worry about. Oh, eligible options. I found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelors. The count's number. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Harald, firstborn son of the northern Tuchai clan. From what I've heard, he knows exactly what he wants and will do whatever is necessary to get it. Please no accidental inbreeding. We'll see what we can do about it. The 8th, all of them, the coward, the powerless one, the drowned lady, the devoured, and the rendered one. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you have a son. Yeah. What about purposeful inbreeding? So, he knows exactly what he wants and will do whatever is necessary to get it. This sounds like a strong candidate. I've heard he spends most of his time playing cards or making wagers with friends and hangers-on. That he is determined to amass a fortune through gambling. I can see the appeal. I suppose the second part was not great. This is Zemuel? This is Zemuel, the eldest son of the Eastern Twilight Blythewood Dynasty. Apparently, they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for this portrait. This might be interesting. He had a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of his time there conducting bizarre experiments. He's obsessed with his family's legacy. You know, I kind of want to go for this. He's an intriguing candidate. And finally from the south, Balthazar, the eldest son of the Pasnik lineage. See that scar? He got it in a duel. He's always challenging people over some slight. The savvy businessman who's had success in the spice trade. Unfortunately, the business went belly up to his ramshackle accounting. Don't like the look of him. That would make it awkward during the act of making the heir calling out the name. Do it. I mean, for sure, Lols, we gotta go for the accounts. I mean, honestly, what if Zemuel is actually the same King Zemuel who dealt with the devil to gain immortality? You know what I was thinking, Bright Waifu? Before the stream today, I was thinking maybe then if there is a Zemuel the Fourth, that's gonna be the reincarnation of Zemuel the First, or something. I think it might be. I think it might be that one. Show me Harald again. He knows exactly what he wants and will do whatever is necessary to get it. He wants to gamble. Yeah, I know, that's not what. And Zemuel. Laboratory. Dude, it's gotta be Zemuel, right? Queen Zemuel III marrying Zemuel of the East. Let's go. We gotta do it. Is it Changeling? What the fuck? Pasnik always gets the duelist. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. It's gotta be the Zemuel. Oh my god, this is so good. The Zemuels. It's kind of like a sitcom. In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in the derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Peasants all across my lands are rejecting the ninth god, Knife Master. Fancy of noobs. Scheming again. Yeah, all the Blytheswords are faithful, right. Zemuel to the third. Yes, and tithe collectors don't dare knock at the door of my keep. Now we must not falter. If the queen grows proud, we can offer her the ultimate reward, immortality. For the next stage of the scheme, the council must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Fantastic. All for unity here. I think I don't want call for unity. I think I'm fine with this. Yeah. I think I'm fine with this. I am now a Zemuel Central. Fantastic. A Visionite Prayer? Oh, that must scare the shit out of Zemuel III. So let's do the royal wedding first, right? Let's do the royal wedding. Yeah, you're literally back in town. Your wedding to Zemuel is naturally the talk of the kingdom. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Zemuel at your side. You take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Zemuel refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. By the time you find yourself alone with Zemuel, it passed midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Visions don't go well in this kingdom. I mean, you've got a point, Pasper. Oh yeah, it takes 4 seasons for these to kick in. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. Perhaps you're right. Peasants have the right idea. They got married for love and not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. You know, there, we're both in this together. Comfort Zemuel long into the night, listening as he expresses his doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, he falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. I think if he complains again, like Zemuel III is going in with all the best sentiments. If he complains again, she's just gonna kick his butt. What here is in this game? It's 1051. Yeah. A vision of a prayer. Let's do it. You and the Archbishop convene in the evening as usual to pray for guidance about the mysterious shipwreck of the Seraphina in the north. A sudden image whips across your senses. Sailors tumble like dolls into a dark abyss, then disintegrate into nothing. Tendrils of smoke twine towards the emptiness as are they seeking something? What? Ah, Your Majesty, did you see that too? It's a message. I don't know why I didn't understand before. The ship is tainted. We must destroy it. I remind you that the Seraphina is and always has been the property of the Grandees. We couldn't remove her, but this wanton destruction adds insult to injury. Besides, such recklessness could harm my landsmen, my people. Never mind that. This is vital for the safety of the North. I'm envisioning that Queen Zemuel would absolutely be in a punk get up in the morning setting. Probably, yeah. Probably, yes. Yeah. I mean, we have to destroy the ship, right? We have to destroy the ship. We have to freaking do it. I think that Queen Zemuel III was not expecting a vision at all. I don't think she was expecting a vision at all. And now she's freaking scared. I think she's scared now. Because like what she thinks is, she thinks, okay, who sent the vision, right? It's either some demonic presence, and she's not as well versed in demonic things as her predecessors. So she's scared that could get out of hand. Or it's the ninth. And that scares the shit out of her. Because she's not used to thinking of the nine. Take good care of them. Let me give you some money. So if there is some damage, you can fix it. Let's do that. I'm gonna give you some money to destroy a ship. I think she's taking this super seriously. This seems fine. It's a way to keep the ship and it's certified safe by the Archbishop. I don't know. Like, the Archbishop said we should destroy it, so... I think Zemuel III is actually scared of this. I go A to C, it fail. I mean, Archie's on team A. Hey, Northwind, welcome back. How you doing? Alright, boat A to get some free money here. We gotta count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Destroy the ship. 60%. Fuck, it actually failed. A crack team of Northern siege engineers are sent to destroy the ship from a safe distance with trebuchets. Nobody died in a duel. It says, though as the ship is protecting itself, stone after stone misses its mark. One by one, the trebuchets fall apart or snap violently, bisecting nearby engineers. She was right to be scared. Holy shit, in the end, the siege engineers threaten mutiny if they're ordered near the shipwreck again. You're forced to leave the Seraphina where it is. A testament to your failure and a haunted site the peasants will avoid for decades. Oh my god, we need an event on this. The haunting of the Seraphina. We need somebody to tell this story. Don't worry, my liege. Things sometimes happen for a reason, although I truly couldn't pinpoint where this vision came from. Tea? Now get me some beer. Wow. Hi, Doug. The Haunting of the Seraphina. Now she really wants to make an impression on the 9th. It's not long until the 9th of Empires. As you journey south, the sun beats down like a hammer. Randy Argera meets you at the gates, the city of Aranjar. Glad you could make it, Your Holiness. Welcome to Aranjar! Wait! That Aranjar! Some strawberry cheesecake? I'm gonna get the cake. Definitely have ideas for the Seraphina? Oh, feel free to write that. I think beer is too weak for this situation. Turnip vodka. Would accept that too. The Aranjar, is it the tiger of Aranjar? Yeah, the werewolf of Aranjar, exactly. Yeah, it's where Umber killed the werewolf. It's been a while since I made my way this far south. The whole city is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax. Don't you dare burn down Aranjar. I'm trying not to. So which of the deposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning? Definitely not the 7th. I think it might be the 8th. Player OT, is that? Yeah, Player OT, hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Player, welcome to. Oh, I see you, the Grandies. Here you are. How's life? 8th is the cult in the east, exactly, but it's a cult. When you see it, can you say tomato to test delay? I saw it like 2 seconds before I said it. Oh. Player OT, thanks so much for the follow. Hi. Hi. Glad to have you. You're currently joining a long-standing Dynasty game that we've been playing for 2 months, and we're going to be playing for another full month. That really focuses on roleplay and lore building. You can check out everything on our Discord or on our World Anvil page. Give you a better understanding of everything that's happening. Glad to have you. So, I think it might be the 8. Yeah, let's go with the 8. An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the 8th god's effigy is burned in the cemetery. Now, what kind of entertainers will you bring Biarin to surround your pyre and impress the spectators? Clowns? I mean, clowns fit well in a cemetery, right? I think clowns, fire breathers, and lion tamers. Something like that. Lots and lots of fire in the wooden city, right? Actually, yeah, we have a lot of money here. So, let me imagine this. Hey, you know what? Fire breathers for sure. I do not know how they do it without burning the leaves, Your Highness. Must be a technique to it. You'll need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else? Then I think acrobats. Trapezing above the roaring flames, enough to make even a stone heart sing. Anyone else? And yeah, probably the fire dancers here. Yeah. Wonderful choice, Your Highness. The fire dancer of the south are famed throughout the kingdom. With all those entertainers, your pyre will be quite the spectacles. Okay, that's all. Your work is not yet done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax. Sometimes we go with fireworks, but those are expensive. The black powder must be sourced all the way from Kurth. The less exciting alternative is to topple the effigy over like a falling tree. Obscene amount of fireworks. I'm actually kind of scared of how these might go, so I think we're gonna go with the normal. Yeah, that sounds kind of dangerous. I think we're gonna go for normal. Like, we got a lot of fire already. So, normal amount of fireworks. But a lot of fire, people doing fire, so normal amount. Wonderful, Your Majesty. Your pie will culminate in a fireworks display, bringing the night sky alive. I will make the arrangements at once. Can't wait. Soon the night of the 7 pyres is upon you. The streets of Aranjar are crammed with merrymakers as the royal stagecoach makes its way to the cemetery. The citizens greet you with cheers and tossed roses. The effigy of the 8th god towers over the gravestones, a 50-foot straw-stuffed man with dozens of burning eyes. As it bursts into flames, out come your fire dancers, acrobats, and fire breathers. Wait anxiously for the crowd's reaction. The fire dancers sway alluringly, spinning their flaming torches. Fire breathers roar gouts of flame overhead. Acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at the sheer spectacle. Finally, your effigy explodes and fills the night sky with fizzling colors. The crowd coos. The nearby cathedral looks distinctly flammable. Arda Denise, hello. Welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? Arda, welcome to the Grandies. Hopefully, nothing will go wrong. 70% chance, right? Thank God. Fortunately, no stray sparks catch anything alight. Thank the stars, you didn't want to be known as the queen who burned down Aranjar of all cities. The next day, you wait anxiously to hear how the South reacted to your fiery display. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Yes! All anyone can talk about is your spectacular pyre. Everyone agrees, you honored the 9th god and put on one hell of a show. Excuse my blasphemy. That's actually impressive. I think she's just gonna praise the 9th god. Praise be upon him, Your Highness. I hope you come down someday for another night at the 7 pyres. So the 9th has left an impression. I don't know if it's gonna be a lasting one, but definitely left an impression. Out of RP, I kind of wanted you to not succeed. Of course he did. Media has passed. Mr. Dragon, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you around next time. Bye-bye. Have a good night. It would have been symbolic. But this is the 9th trying to move into Zemuel III's brain, I feel. No, Artanis, no! What game was it? Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Have the ice giants agreed to meet with us yet? Huiv! And Mr. Dragon. Nay, the last time we sent came back in the basket. Clearly they aren't taking us seriously. Then we need to keep training our warriors. The only thing the giants respect is strength. The chiefs aim to raise their military to at least 5. Oh no. Total War 3 Kingdoms. Oh. Yeah, it takes a long time. In the south, beneath the scorching sun, Grandi Electri strolls through his vineyard in the company of a few close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. This pie master thinks that all is well in the kingdom. I love the eyes, Electri. And Bershazhovieki. Thanks to her lack of attention, I amended the wording of the oaths our soldiers swear when joining up. Now they proclaim their loyalty to the 9th god rather than the queen. Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Indeed, the Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the Queen can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandies must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Was powerful in high-end in 2016. I feel you, like my PC is starting to be old as well. Should have made spend more, yeah. Alright, let's go. Requisitioning rare reagents. The Archbishop's request. And a booming crop. Let's go with the reagents first. Zemuel! Ha! Zemuel! I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies. The pickled finger of an ice giant. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Chief Pufferfish Slayer. Could you ask him about it? If you have time, of course. In character, I'm proud of her financial abilities, but as a schemer, I am not. I'll look into it. Most pleasing, let me know how you fare. You summon Chief Pufferfish Slayer to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Hello, your greatness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my husband. Unfortunately, I can't give you the giant's finger just yet. Giant's remains are sacred in the north. I had to take these one fingers in secrecy. Your husband paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is some of the other chiefs have suspicions about what I did. They're threatening to have me punished. If you still want this accursed finger, you have to promise to keep me safe. Yeah, I'll guarantee you the protection of the Corral. God bless your highness, you are most wise. Zemuel receives the giant's finger. Before week's end, he is most pleased with it. The chiefs are angry with words, gets out of what Chief Pufferfish Slayer has done, but by then, it's too late to do anything about it. It's just a small thing, right? Snitches get stitches, yep. Let's see what the Archbishop wants. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the East. Is CEO of noobs evading taxes? The counts have long been a matter of suspicions for those of us in the church, but now idolatry and devil worship are commonplace across the whole region. Gonna be a bit awkward when the Ice Giant negotiations hear about this. Yeah, that's a wrench. Slayer of pufferfish and giants. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the east. It's for the good of the realm. Oh no. Oh no. So, we don't do things because funny time in this dynasty, alright? So that's not a thing. We don't do things just because it's funny time. We try to make sense. Northwind, that's not entirely accurate, but yeah, she definitely cares for the ninth more than she did a few months ago. First it was the High Inquisitor, now the Archbishop. I wonder who has been sneakily sending missives to the church. Right, Marley? We'll bring this to the council. Of course, Your Majesty, I would expect nothing less. And I think she would actually be okay with sending a few missionaries. Kind of fearing divine retribution, to be quite honest here. Like, she's starting to feel the Ninth's eyes on her. And she's more than happy to bribe counts in order to, you know, to compensate counts in order to allow this. Yeah. I think so. I think she's starting to fear the Ninth. So if the counts come up with immortality, she's probably going to be happy about that, because that is like, okay, I can get, you know, someone who's getting me away from this fear of the Ninth. No bribes necessary, of course not for you. Hesperus really doesn't want an Oceanosphere. They really don't want missionaries. Was that moment the counts fully see they have been betrayed? Nah, not really. You can vote against Sea of Noobs. Just change the capitalization. Yeah, you voted. Melting Penguins, hello! Hi, how you doing? Were you in the game or in the Dynasty already? Yes, you were. Welcome back. How you doing? More missionaries for more sacrifices of my dark plans. Yeah, it makes sense. I will always hit the 9th. That's understandable. Twyla is real strongly against this. Chara system, Hesperus, and Shadowsphere. King Israel will always hate missionaries, but we'll take the money. Doing alright, a bit sleepy. Glad to hear you're doing alright. I'm a bit tired as well, so I feel you. Hope I can keep you company a little bit. I'm tired, but doing good. I'm really happy we're playing these again. 2 weeks is too long of a wait. Okay, let's go. Bright waifu against it as well. Makes sense. Counts are kind of split. This is a power play by the church. Plain and simple. We won't forget this. Yeah, I love that Bright waifu actually voted against it, and now is appearing. The mission goes ahead despite protests from the counts. Your stable and prosperous kingdom gives way to the missionaries' words. How else could the kingdom be going so well if not blessed by the ninth god himself? 5? Holy shit! Okay, now she's worried about what she's doing. Now she's worried about what she's doing. She expected this to be a small thing, like a 2 or 3. She wanted like a 2 or 3. She didn't expect faith to spread this much. This much. And now she's regretting it. Now she's worried about what she started. And she's starting to doubt her own actions. This is too much. Oh, she's mad too. She's mad too. And I think that she lets the counts know. I think she lets the count know immediately. I'm pretty sure that she would immediately write missives to the counts, especially the ones who voted against it, reassuring them and telling them that she's concerned about the unexpected success of the mission, and she assures the counts that she'll do that she will absolutely put a rein, you know, on it at the first opportunity. Thought it would be big. She didn't think that. We're gonna do some impaling. She never said how many furious. Wow, I didn't know. I didn't know that they give this huge jump. Wow. This game has no atheist moment in it. Oh, we had a kingdom with 3 zeros in faith, so... Is Zemuel punished for playing both sides? She hasn't really played both sides. Come on, that's unfair. Yeah, from a King of the Castle addict who knows everything. Oh yeah, no pure atheism, yeah. Wait, does the increase depend on the stability? I don't think so. I think that's just the percentage chance of success. Whew. It turns out to be reap-roaring success. Trust in the clergy is high, and so Eastern peasants convert in droves. All cities at a time. The Archbishop is more than pleased, and even diverts some of the new Eastern tithe to you as thanks, topping up the treasury. It does? Really? Plan the ascent to power of your family, and I will be more than happy to plan your fall. Again, this was not really planned. I hope that her reassurances will be listened to. Your Majesty, the eels from the eastern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. The peasants are practically drowning in cabbages. They've even hybridized a new variant of pest-resistant cabbage that cures nightmares. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. Marley, by the blood of the dead, wait a moment. You can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I'll have you know that our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a cabbage trade agreement with Tallinn. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. Yeah, even new cabbages. Pay the council to accommodate the scholars. Prohibit the scholars and fast-track the Tallinn deal. Claim the hybrid cabbages for the kingdom and distribute it widely. So what would she do? I'll have to admit, my liege, I did not expect the Archbishop's request to result in that. I deeply apologize. Yeah, me neither. It's accepted. Now with 30% less night terrors. What's that, Twyla? Is it in our Discord? Zemuel. That's a good one. So, definitely not this one. Definitely not this one. She kind of wants to... I think she would try to pay the counts to accommodate the scholars. Yeah. Do Khabibs have a lower entry yet? I don't know. You might be the first one to write it. Yeah, that was absolutely not intended. Blessing in disguise, we need more faithful blood to be spilled for my goal for the 7th. Alright, this looks pretty clear. Pay the council to accommodate the scholars. The scholars are delighted, not least because they don't have to fund the expedition themselves. The council grudgingly accept the stipend, which dwindles to a good amount once all the policy fees and paperwork is filed. But as knowledge of the eastern cabbages spread across the kingdom, fields flourish. The cabbage industry booms as sleepless nights become a thing of the past. Cabbages become popular with parents to soothe troubled toddlers and get some well-earned rest. Oh, that's fantastic. Next dynasty, I'm definitely writing stuff on architecture. Oh, I want to see that. Cabbages are good. Auction time! Exclamation mark. Fund! Followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering farming for the chiefs with A, raising military for the chiefs with B, raising authority with C, lowering trade for the chiefs with D, raising farming for the grandees with E, raising trade for the grandees with F. I think I know what's gonna be voted here. King Israel, you have 3,550. If you want to spend everything, you can just do exclamation mark a fund, a letter, and then like 10,000, and it's gonna spend all you have. 10 seconds left. So yeah, if you don't know what you have, and you want to spend it all, just put a very high number, and the game is gonna spend everything you have. Yeah, that's what I thought. CMB. Alright, Pabo. You mean you're poor? Not really. 3,800. So Hesper is spending a lot of money here. Half for her ownings to raise authority against the queen and melting penguins. Spending a lot of money as well to raise military with the fortress. Marley, where are you? Oh, what happened here? Okay, as an order. Hey, long time to see you. Hi. Hello, everybody. Sheetstorm, welcome, everybody. Hello, can we please get a shout out for K as an order here? How are y'all? How was your game? Were you playing these? Crazy Rating UK Vampire, welcome. Hello again, Sheetstorm. How are you? I'm MrKaji, everybody. In case you don't know me, I stream King of the Castle, and that's all I do. Tonight we're playing the Aquila Dynasty, which is a long-standing dynasty game that we've been playing for 2 months and plan to play for another month. 3 months total. It's very focused on roleplay and lore building. And then we're going to be playing another 3-month dynasty after that, and then another one. So if you like role-playing and lore building, it's absolutely the place to be. You can check out the Discord. Most importantly, the World Anvil. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at this freaking link. Trust me. It's all you want to know about this game. I married the Pirate Queen. Oh, yes! That's such a cool chain of events. She's so cool. I love it. That's fantastic, Chaos and Order. That is so great. We just brought some faith back to the East, and we're regretting it. We didn't want to do that. Vespers, no. Glad to hear you had a good time. Everybody, go follow Kids in Order in case you don't already. We need more King of the Castle streamers. And by the way, they are one of the OGs here, I think. Like you've probably been one of the first ones to play the game, right? You were at the event in Warwick Castle too. Weren't you, Kids in Order? I think so. Weren't you? You were. That must have been so freaking cool. It was amazing. Yes. That must have been such an amazing experience. Oh my god. So yeah, Chaos and Order. They're absolutely one of the OGs playing King of the Castle, so you should absolutely go follow them right now. You have the press box on our shelves. Of course you do. That's one thing that you're never gonna throw away, right? So glad to have you here. Thank you so much for sending everybody in. I'd be more than happy to have you in the game with us. Married the Pirate Queen, and there was lots of buzzing. Not sure if two were related. Pirate Queen, it's cool. It's really cool. I married her once. In one shot. Of course, you're very welcome, Chaos in Order. I appreciate you. Alright. I'm gonna go on. Let us resume. Let us resume our game here. So, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? We'll stay, however, I got a dash tonight. Yeah, no worries, EK Vampire. Thank you, I appreciate that. You take care and have a good night. I'll see you around. Like to tell me it's been a long day. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Like I'm gonna dash into bed as soon as the stream is over. So I feel you. Take care. Keys in order and have a great night. Thanks again for sending everybody here. I gotta treat them well, I swear. Mwah. Bye bye. See you around. All right. A fishy wedding. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it's late. Unfortunately, it's late. Let's do the air. Your marriage to Zemuel has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall, but it began as a political arrangement. It's blossomed into something like law. It's high time you thought about an heir. You need an heir? Yes. We'll have a child together. Absolutely. Easy peasy. And I want to do a visit from the treasurer. Your Majesty, I have some questions about the treasury. It's not empty, is it? No, I have no concerns on that front. It's simply that there are a few irregularities in the funds. And I'm afraid King Consort Zemuel was the last person to touch those accounts. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Zemuel and Zemer. Shady Zenith! Hello and welcome, thank you for joining. How are you doing? That's a good name. Shady Zenith. You are a chief. How's life? Yeah, I already made your decision to make a kid with him. That's so bad. Siphoning money, yeah. How could you do this? I'll speak to him. I don't want to cause trouble, Your Majesty. I'm sure everything's in order. You go straight to see your husband. You find him working in his laboratory, pours liquid from one test tube into another before looking up at you. Something wrong? I suppose there must be. I can tell from your face. What are you spending money on? Oh, I see. A while ago I received a letter from my family in the East. Their crops have been doing so well, and it's made many counts quite wealthy. So I decided to fund alchemical research for them to help augment the Eastern crop yields. I should have asked before starting this. I was thinking of the East. It was my home, after all. Okay. Set aside a few funds for the treasurer, don't worry. Oh, this works perfectly, you're right, Northwind. King Consort Zemuel is probably the reason why you got into the cabbage trade, yes. Alright, I'll set aside a few funds. Zemuel's eyes widen and he gives you a warm hug. Thank you, I had no idea you'd be so kind. Soon the project gets underway with such a promising start, word gets out about the King Consort's quick wits and resolve. Now you better give me money. And Zemuel is not a grandee. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up a relationship between our two great nations. By the ninth great nation, the Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a private marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a fiendfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with the man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the queen to attend. Oh no. Oh no. Shut up, Inquisitor. I think we might want to attend here. Actually, I think that the queen would be feeling very indecisive. Not very indecisive, but like in a tough spot. So she would probably suggest she won't go, but send her warm regards. And then let the council decide what the best course of action is. Definitely not condemn it. Definitely not condemn it. A-time, lol. There's even a grandee voting for A here. Electorate. Chaos incarnate. 2! Arta Denny is the one who complained that I shouldn't go. Alright. Looks like we're gonna go. Excellent, the wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that she'll be delighted to attend. This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced that she will attend the wedding, the grandees are naturally scandalized, but the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favor of a decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Okay, let's go. Back in the north, warriors are gathering. Heroes travel from leagues around to meet at the clan hall of Chief Huiv. Organized blessed us, the ice giants have agreed to parley. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. The ice giants are a formidable ally, tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks. And those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first we must offer something the giants desire, a whole kingdom's worth of pillage. Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, the must raise other regions trade to a combined total of 12 or more in 2 seasons. Well, that's easy. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandee Electory has invited his closest associate to his manor house for some wine and cheese and treason. Palace Watch won't accept our bribes. The treasure is practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And as opposed to run straight to the spy master to spoil the plot too. Most unfortunate. Is this the end? Even Saint Jovine waited 60 days and 60 nights before she smote the blasphemer king. We will bide our time and strike again when the queen least expects it. The grandees need to lower treasure to 1500 or lower. And we're just gonna do a normal tax year. As usual. Dishes time. Fantastic. See you in a bit, Handel Gamer. What's prying eyes? Popularity boom? What's this? What's this? I don't think I've ever seen it. Citizens from the east flock to the capital to send gifts to the king consort. Oh! This is cool! Throngs follow him around the city while devotees peer through palace windows. I hear the counts are asking for the king consort to tour the region. I wonder if he'll begin eclipsing your popularity? Is there a problem? As always, it is not so simple, Your Majesty. The other regions are complaining about favoritism towards the east. As Zemuel emerges from his study, the spy master disappears down the corridor. I never know what to say to her. Anyways, did she tell you about my upcoming tour? The Council of the East asked me to come and help improve things even more. I think I should come with you. We love Zemuel, the King Consort. Oh, the go for it would be the smart decision to do, right? Go for it would be the smart strategical thing to do. But I'm not a strategist. What can Zemuel do? I think she would say, of course, and I'll come with you. Yeah. He nods with a small smile. He's not happy. That's when we're gonna have our kid, I think. Soon the tour begins. You and Zemuel spend a week traveling all across the East with your entourage in tow. The project flourishes during the tour and afterwards. Together, your reputation among the Eastern citizens glows. Prying eyes. Your Grace, you are of course the greatest queen of his century. Why, thank you. No thanks required, Your Grace. I speak only the truth as I see plain, but your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but what if you didn't have to? What if you could be the greatest queen of all millennia? I won't lie, that sounds delightful. How exquisite, Your Highness. I think we may be of one mind, and I believe you are strong enough to take the opportunities I hold. I can arrange more meetings so that we may discuss this matter further. The door bursts open. A B-coded letter arrives. I've heard you're coming with your husband for a tour of the East. I do hope you will make a stop at Festin Tower. Of course! Of course. An excellent parade, Your Highness. I appreciate that. See, we're trying to mend relationships here. Ah, so he got to you first. No matter. The Counts have agents everywhere, and they've been building up your strength. But there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. What a tale! All we want is to help the Queen. Is this true? Of course not. This is heresy of the highest order. The Council must know. So I think here we definitely veto this. And then it's up to the council to decide. This looks like more like a council decision than a queen decision. We just want you back in the East, we miss you. The second king of the castle mod will be remove the High Inquisitor. The most popular mod. Wow, this is so close. 9 to 10. 9 to 12? Wow. Look at the counts voting together. Where are the chiefs? Where are the grandees? Grandees are... There's so many counts and so few grandees here. Lurks, are you here? Yeah, you voted already. Alright. Let me count down from 5 here. Yeah, the grandees, there are no grandees. 4. 3. 2. 1. And a 0. Yeah, it's just... There's not enough people. Prevent the counts from seeking private audiences with the Queen. B is the best for them because it doesn't change stats. Somehow your schedule becomes chock full of nobles demanding your attention. Bunch of things. More and more visits take up your time, some important and many decidedly not. You have no chance to speak to the counts at all. The count's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. An island rises. Apologies, the High Inquisitor was most insistent on seeing you. Aquila Dynasty again, Your Majesty, Your Holiness, seeing something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sal. The Fiendfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty, the Fiendfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sal. We'll gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. Huh. That's an expensive wizard. Send the Chancellor to seduce the faithful prince, sabotaging the wedding. Can I almost marry the princess? So, I think the queen would want to go herself. I think the queen would want to go herself. But it's your decision. It's your decision here. It's your decision to decide. It's your decision to decide. Of course the counts want to see the romance. Of course the counts want to see the romance. I think it's decided. Looks pretty one-sided to me. Let's go. Melting Penguins just wants normality. Send the Chancellor to seduce the faithful prince. Capital idea. Hang on, I didn't agree to this. Just seduce this fishman, you wimp. What the Marshal is trying to say is that you're unattached and the Chancellor of the kingdom. You'd make a far better match than this Archduke of some rainy little island. Your Majesty, listen to reason. Don't send me underwater to propose marriage to some damp little frog creature. Just go and see what happens. No pressure. Exactly, just talk to him. See if there's a spark. There won't be a bloody spark. We'll be underwater. With great reluctance, your Chancellor is eventually persuaded to go on a clandestine visit to one of the Fiendfolk's undersea villages. Fantastic. Counts are a romantic cloud. Of course they want the Chancellor to have his own happy ending. Aren't the Chancellor they? Oh, stop the count. I feel like Zemuel III is now kind of changed. I think I'm just gonna keep these. Yeah, I don't think Zemuel III is as decisive as initially. Legends Rising? What is that? Marrying undersea? Let's take a look at this first. Your Majesty, I have returned from my underwater visit to the Fiendfolk village and, well, there's no easy way to say this. I would like you to meet my husband, Prince Glorb. It's not quite the right pronunciation, but I love that they're trying. Oh yeah, it's actually Glorb. You married him? What can I say? We really hit it off. At least this definitely means the Archduke of Sal won't be getting a hold of that island. Prince Glorb has assured me it's ours now, to do with as we please. Absolutely. Anything for my wonderful spouse. Let's see what the council wants to do with our new island. I won't mention my new husband. It'll only complicate matters. God damn it. Turn it into military outpost for the south. Use it for controlling trade routes with the Church of the Ninth. The monarch wants to do this, but you know, you do you. You do you. Military is not bad. The fact that it's only the south is kind of sus. But yeah, the queen would be okay with it. Because she wants to buff the armies, definitely. So she would be more than happy to turn it into a military outpost. But she doesn't want to, like, that would actually be her first choice. But she doesn't want to push it on the nobles. Because then they think that it's going to be favoritism, right? So she's just leaving it open. But she would actually like to have more military in the kingdom. Alright, let me count down from 5 here, because it's 9 to 10. 4, this is very close, so vote if you haven't already. 3, 2, 1, 10 to 11, and 0, 10 to 13 at the very last moment. Use it for controlling trade routes. The new island is an empty little rock devoid of vegetation, but it's a perfect place to store goods and dock ships. Southern trades benefits massively as a result. Meanwhile, with the Archduke's wedding called off, he becomes the object of mockery throughout Celestat. But he'll survive. After all, there are plenty more fish in the sea. This is cool. I didn't know it was only Grandies. Let's do the experiment. I'm a comfort grandma enjoyer myself. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Countess Grandmaster II's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Hello, your match. It was right on the holy side. Some on Edna's earlobes. Did it hurt anyone? No, just seemed confused. Kept asking for its mother. This creature is my life's work, your majesty, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Countess. You and your unholy creation must burn. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Melting Penguins, happy to have you here. Take care, have a great night, and I'll see you around next time. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Good luck not dying. Thank you. It's the same on Edna, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, too many. It's called recycling. We can free the monster. Oh my god. You know what? Oh shit. So I think we vetoed this. We definitely don't want to burn a noble. And I think that yep. Yeah, the queen is gonna go like this. The queen is gonna go like this. And allow the like, if enough people vote for D, she's gonna allow the counts to free the monster. Yeah, even Grandy is voting for D. Too Shy, a chief, and Arda Dennis, who says he's a Grandy, but votes with the counts, so one has to wonder. Who is Arda Dennis? Truly. 7 to 14, yeah, this looks... Oh, you want to see the event? Okay. Truly role-playing there. Free the monster! No, your grace, the boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council would free this unholy monstrosity. There you go. We fixed the religion problem for you, the counts. And allow its twisted creator to go unpunished? What kind of message does this send? You're all mad. You'll see. Doom will come to the east. Doom! Luckily, the High Inquisitor's prophecy proves nonsense. The so-called abomination turns out to be a gentle fellow with a green thumb and a fondness for puppies. Soon enough, he's won over the villagers who allow their children to go on piggyback rides with him. He spends most of his time in the fields, growing flowers and vegetables for the community. Grandmaster II couldn't be more proud. What's your son's name, Grandmaster? You're aware of the ice giants, I hope. British creatures that live in the frozen wastes beyond our northern borders. In the time before time, they ruled the north and kept people as slaves. The chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're forging an alliance with the giants to bring down your kingdom. What did you suffer into those overgrown monsters? My intelligence suggests that the chiefs have offered up the kingdom as plunder. It's not often I say this, but the kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even the ice giants can sense such a lucrative opportunity. What am I supposed to do? Tank my economy? It would certainly be one strategy, yes. That doesn't sound great. Monster, he's a monster because he ignores the South legalism as much, yeah. Cropmaster 29. Aben Master 1. creative name, yeah. I see you allowed the Archbishop's request mainly to keep him in check. Yes, it was very risky, but surprisingly it worked out in the end. Not necessarily, but okay. No, that's not entirely true, but... Can't stop us, but you could stop the counts. I mean... I don't think that Zemuel the Third would step down to send tributes. So I think we build a wall. I think we build a wall, and the Queen is gonna finance it and give you money to build a wall. I wonder what the third step is for the counts. So they're doing ascension, right? Is it defiance? Oh shit. Delay the inevitable doom. Okay, build a great wall. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. A wall? I really don't think that's necessary. Such things are always torn down eventually. Perhaps she's right, but at least it will buy you some time. Work on the so-called Zemuel's wall begins right away. There's no time to waste. The chief's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. End of the season counts. While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. Most pleasing, the queen is drunk with power. But I was thinking, should we really show the queen the true secrets of our group? I thought it was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pull the wool over her eyes? Counts, what do you want to do? What do you want to plan? These are both good for you. Do you want to plan a false immortality ritual for the queen that will kill her, lowering your own defiance, or do you want to induct the queen into the real secret society of immortal blood drinkers? Goal, raise your own farming. I think she kind of deserves it, to be honest. I think she kind of deserves it. Snorts in amusement. Alright, fine. It was exactly as planned, given the matter with the vision and all. You just have to make do with what you have, right? Yeah, exactly. We almost had this with the Runaman, then the werewolf killed him. Yes, you're right. Yeah, they are of Eastern blood. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Reaper. Okay. True immortality it is then. Let's go. Makes sense, Marley. Induct the queen into the real secret society of immortal blood drinkers. Very well, we must prepare for the ritual. Yes, I'll begin appeasing the spirits of the soil, but first we must enrich our lands. By Xenia's ashes, it won't be long now. For the final stage of the scheme, the counts must keep their farming at 10 for one full season. She didn't send the Inquisition, she sends priests. She sent priests. So, your heir, first of all. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, ask my crown be passed down to? My son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause by designating an heir you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Holiness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? Son, what is his name? Zemuel the Fourth. Praise be your majesty, I'm sure little Zemuel the Fourth will grow up to be a chief of the old block. Congrats on finding an heir, yada yada yada. A fossil unearthed! Good news, your highness, Shady Zenith. Our new fortress is proving invaluable. We've even started adding a new parade ground. Though there is a small problem. While digging more foundations, builders found bones in the rock. From the size of the things, the beast they came from must be larger than the fortress itself. Well, they're just bones, aren't they? Lowers his voice. The builders are saying that it might be a flying reptile. No one dares say the name these days. It's been 700 years since the dragon was seen in the kingdom, and back then it was catastrophic. Ooh, she definitely doesn't have the spirit of her grandfather. Like Zemuel the First wanted to subjugate this dragon and like resurrect it as a slave or draw power from it. But I think she's gonna say, carefully excavate the bones. Like, don't mess with dragons is... Actually, she's probably gonna say, don't mess with dragons, abandon the fortress entirely. Yeah. I don't think she has guts enough to do that. I think she's scared. Yeah, Zemuel the Third. Zemuel the Third has proven herself a lot less decisive than she actually seemed like she would be. Harper arrives with a small cloud of various insects surrounding him. That's so eerie. My great-granddaughter, it is good to see you. I've had your own child. The offer still stands, but perhaps you will receive a new offer soon. Ooh, ominous. All right, it's 10 to 9. It's 10 to 10. It's a tie. Anybody can break the tie. Counting down from 5, 4, 3. Vote now to break the tie. 2, 1, and 0. Shit, enough of these visions? Yes. Don't mess with the dragons. Abandon the fortress. Expect us to simply leave? Gods be good. You quell the chiefs with a glare. Reluctantly, they order their builder to leave the fortress alone, and it falls into a ruin. Yeah, too late, Handle Gamer. Sorry. Sir, sleep this lap. This is such a cool portrait. I like it. Your greatness. Bad news from our new fortress. And now more news? Let me guess, it's collapsed already? Gods be good, I hope not. The fortress sits next to a grove of trees. There's one especially rare one, the Greater Arrow Tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. That's a tall tree. It is indeed your greatness, but that's part of the problem. Unfortunately, all the visitors to our newly built fortress are disturbing the soil, and the Greater Arrow Tree is dying. Well, guess this might be it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it sounds good. Queen Zemuel III testing her authority. Gotta give you money for that. Let's do it. Testing her grip on the kingdom's politics. Oh, hey, this is not game over, by the way. And you know why it's not game over? So this was the last event, right? And this is probably not gonna be... Ardatin is refusing bribes. You really don't like money, huh? So this is not game over yet, because there's an auction. So if there is an option to lower the count's farming, then this is not game over. Alright, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do much about it. Like, more people who join go into the other regions, so the game kind of balances itself, but not much I can do about it. If other people are inactive, that's the one thing I can control. Designate the tree a protected site in an official proclamation. It's a fail! Though you send out a proclamation, few bother listening to it. Locals and tourists alike flock to the Greater Arrow Tree, trample footpaths, disturb the roots, and the trunk becomes a mess of crudely carved graffiti. The tree begins to wither. Peasants mutter that the tree symbolizes the coming end of your reign. That might be true. More people on the counts woke up and chose to attend the stream. Yeah, it happens, right? It happens. Alright. End season. This is decisive. Back in the north, Chief Huiv is hosting yet another feast at the Her Clan Hall. Meat is being passed around in good measure, and some chiefs are dancing on the tables. That can only mean two things: really good news or really bad news. Mr. Dragon II, pass me the drink, you old lout. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. Were those ice giants I saw on my way through your lands? Have we really done it? Your eyes don't deceive you, lad. They'll be marching with us come tomorrow. And that Grarhala's beard, did they come out in force, we must have really impressed them with our reports of the king's bounty. The gods are good, but what happens after the ice giants march? Acts of my ancestors, I hadn't thought about that. Someone fetch me another drink, then assemble the other chiefs. Quickly, damn you. Chiefs, what do you want to do here? Do Do you want to let the ice giants fight alone and swoop into the kingdom's rescue, trying to lower authority? Or do you want to march with the giants and devastate the kingdom, trying to lower stability? It sounds like an easy choice. Chief's not planning anything. Seems legit. Yeah, right. Seems accurate. Accidental authority time. Accident. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Devious. Brilliantly so. Why? It's almost dishonorable. Don't get too excited. The queen must be too weak to mount a response. If all the regions united, the giants could be thrown back into the north with ease. Oh gods, can't a woman enjoy her drink without being warned about consequences of her plans for 5 minutes? Hey. For the final stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 2 or less. And there is lower farming. Oh my god, the game doesn't end. Maybe, maybe. Alright. Well, y'all know what to do. Yeah, y'all know what to do. Oh, shit. Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. You can raise faith for the chiefs with A, lower authority with B, lower farming for the counts with C, which stops them from winning the game right now, lowering trade for the counts with D, raising military for the grandees with E, and lowering stability with F. You really want to vote C, otherwise the game ends, but... Oh my god, look at the... Who is spending all this money? The counts is spending all this money. Everybody, you really gotta chime in. Dracotarian, welcome back. Hello. Hello. Wow, this is gonna be... There's gonna be so much money spent here. There's 10 seconds left, everybody. And 5 seconds left. Oh my god, look at the money. Look at all the freaking money. Oh my god, that was so close. That was so close. That was so freaking close. Dracotarian, let me check it for you. Oh my god, that was so close. Dracotarian, you are a chief. There you are. Oh shit. That was an expensive deer park and an expensive prison. Marley spending a lot of money. Nashanus Ver. Marley spending everything. Almost everything. Whoo! Dracotarian. I don't know why you're so poor. Yeah, a handle gamer, that makes sense, right? Wow, good job, everybody. Yeah, Marley, strong RP there. Strong RP. So we go with the ambition, right? This is not the final thing. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of the new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, your majesty. No, I'm not letting anybody skip on taxes. But to shut down your normal scheme for good, we need to build on that reputation. Our advisors have some ideas. I don't know, what are the options? Have you... Oh, the Scepter of Sages. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. My advisor, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate your region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of their own. Ah, shit. It's gotta be the spy network, right? It's gotta be the spy network. It's not quite a family tradition. Again, she's starting to get away from it. And I think that if she wins, her son is gonna be way like still more different, you know? Yeah, different ambitions, still the same result. Exactly. I think it's just I think it's actually just a slow divergence, as Lurks is saying, right? Like, she's starting to move away from what her parent and her grandparent did, but she still has a very strong influence of Queen Zemuel II. I think her child, if she gets to keep the throne, is gonna diverge more drastically from this. Like, basically she's getting at the same ending by different means, but it's the start of a divergence. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be that. I think it's gonna have to be that. To be quite honest, like, you've seen me pick things that were not easy to win for RP. I think that's it. It just makes so much more sense than the other option. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards, but this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and royal trade. Yada yada yada. Fossils and folklore. And a prediction. Let's go with the prediction first. Char System II, your greatest excellent news from beyond the sky. As Your Highness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I have seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the east. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Look at nay! An eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow. Well, the nobles start talking at once. Oh, shit. This is very strict. Like, this is a weird event, because, like, it's kind of putting her in this situation where, on the one hand, there's the east, where she's kind of comes from, and on the other, there's the ninth, right? That she's discovered. Whew. If there isn't a video, it's most likely Council will win, even if Chiefs and Grandees unify. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I'm thinking. Like, I'm trying to think through RP lens here. Like, I don't want to think through winning lenses. So what would Queen Zemuel III do? I don't think she would veto. I don't think she would veto. Honestly, God, would veto make sense? Like, the only thing that I can think of is, like, vetoing C would basically mean I don't want to choose, and I'm gonna let you choose. Which is something that she did in other votes, right? But I'm kind of not feeling it, you know? I'm kind of not feeling it. I get it, Dragon Pete. Like, keep in mind one very important thing about the internet. If you find something boring, you don't have to stick around and watch it. So, okay. Let me see. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it does make sense, but like... Yeah, the queen has been scared, right? Exactly. The queen has been scared. But also she's kind of distanced herself again from it. Does she want to antagonize the East is the question. Like, by going for A, right? Like, the East doesn't give a shit if she goes for A, but like, her idea is that would antagonize the East, so... Would she? Would she? God, the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. Are you going to continue to distance yourself from the ninth by ignoring this bountiful omen? The thing I'm thinking is, so she definitely wouldn't go B. It kind of is a good thing, but it makes me feel very guilty, you know? Because, like, people are complaining, and I'm a people pleaser, and now I'm feeling the pressure, right? The thing is, the queen is not entirely scared of the ninth. Yeah, our piece that the queen doesn't know what schemes are. Absolutely, I do agree. I do agree with that. Like, the thing is that there has been tension in the past between the queen and the east, because she comes from the east, right? Kind of like her family is from the east, and they were kind of expecting her to respect Eastern traditions. And she kind of did at the start, but then she sent missionaries, right? Because she was feeling this surge of fear in God, you know, in the ninth. Yeah, exactly, Bright Rival, because of the faith scandal. There's been tension there. And here, that's a reproposition of that exact situation. On the one side, you have someone who says, we should follow what the ninth says in the East. And on the other, you have the East who says, no, we should not follow what the ninth is saying, right? And like, is the queen really gonna make a choice here? Because that's a scary prospect, right? Like, if I don't think of schemes, if I don't think of knowing defiance and everything, right? Does she want to make a choice, or does she want to make the noble's choice? Yeah, the queen is technically a crown lander, but her family is Eastern, right? So the Eastern people expect her to respect their tradition and to uphold her traditions. I think B is the one that makes the least sense. Let us know what the schemes are. The monarch with her. I like not to think with schemes, though. Oh, it's not about telling them both off. No. The thing is, like, I think there's two options. Either one, her fear of the ninth has come up again, and then she tries to go for A, or she, given the fact that there's been a faith scandal, she says, okay, I'm not gonna choose. I'm just gonna tell you, you decide. Banning C and leaving the two options that the two regions are choosing. And honestly, god damn it, the more I think about it, the more I think that's what she would do. And I know it sucks if you want to win, but I'm starting to think that she wouldn't risk making one YB to C again, because C, like, A is what the grandees want, B is what the counts want. Don't look at schemes. The counts said that this count here said to the queen, hey, we should get people in the east, right? So the two options are, A is what the grandees want, openly. B is what the counts want, openly. And if she chooses for one or the other, she's gonna be in the same situation again, where either she says, yeah, let the ninth be in the east, or no, the ninth should not be in the east, angering one of the two parties that were discontent already. Alright? C is a different option. C is like saying no to both. And I don't think that would anger both parties, not even one or the other. So I think that what she wants to do is not to pick a thing herself, so that if the nobles choose one of the first two options, they can blame it on the other nobles who voted for that and not on her. I think that's the thought process. I hope that comes through. I hope I managed to explain myself. Like, C feels like still an option, but I kind of get the thought process personally. It feels just like go no law and let them choose randomly, but I get what you mean. Yeah, right? I think C would be like, she would have picked it at the start of the reign, but now she's too submissive for that. I think she's actually scared of angering both regions if she says that. So I think that is the one thing she would never go for. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, from a storytelling point of view, Count Victory would be good, but I'm wondering, what would this go? I think I'm gonna do this actually. Vote C, because in the world, Queen too scared of chaos. Yeah, pretty much. She doesn't want to upset anybody, and she doesn't know that doing this, she's actually hindering the counts more. Vote abstain. Like, I think that account victory would be very interesting. RP-wise, lore-wise. But remember what I was saying earlier, like, I'm starting to get a feeling that there might be a reincarnation situation here. Like, if she gets a win. With Zemuel the First being reincarnated. Or something. Or like some weird magic fuckery with her child. Alright, let me count down from 5 here. Count down from 5. It's 8 to 9. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Encourage visitors to the east to witness the event. By the 9th, you shouldn't be encouraging this nonsense. As words gets out about the impending solar event, visitors from across the kingdom drifts over to the east. Trade flourishes, but priests of the 9th are concerned the peasants are spending more time looking at the sky than attending sermons. Like, see? Look at this! We came back to 0! Freaking things. Your Highness, you recall the bones that were unearthed in the north? Villagers are leaving offerings all over the site, bits of feathers, bowls of milk and swords. And now they're meeting there at night, setting fires to appease the reptile's fury. We must quell this behavior before it gets out of hand. Yeah, it took like 2 seasons. Let this run its course? That's actually so... That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. We definitely need to go see here. Have the church preach against superstition. That makes so much sense. What could go wrong with a 50-50%? What could go wrong? Alright, count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Exactly, Clotho. For once, the Ninth God missionaries and the Northern God speakers are united. Neither group wants dragons in people's minds. Together they preach against reptile cults and lizard worship. The Northern Dragon obsession soon fades away. This wasn't even a thing about faith. Fantastic. Just the usual normal tags here. If I fail the 90%, all goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. His Spy Master takes you through a secret. I'm gonna kind of skip this because we've seen these already. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Soon they will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles in your council, disguised as traveling bards. With charm and flattery, they will worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. Can they give us a song? Yes, they can. They should put a stop to their foolish schemes, and it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A week passes before you hear more news. This is a message from one of our agents in the field. Your Majesty, I sent her to Chief Divine Marauder's clan hall disguised as cold, with bagpipers at her back. Oh, actually, you're right, Dragon Pete, sorry. I should have done the other events. I'm just really tired, dude. I woke up at like 5:30 this morning. I had blood drawn. I had a long day, sorry. I should have done the events first. I just went with it after talking about the... I'm just very tired. I'm human after all. This is a message from one of our agents in the field. Your Majesty, I sent her to Chief Divine Marauder's clan hall, disguised as a scold with bagpipes at her back. Yeah, like, I didn't even think about the events. Like, I guess I just want to go to bed. Sorry. Like, I guess that subconsciously I want to go to bed. Open it. Of course. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. It is first one is success. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment, and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. He's been welcomed to the Chief Divine Marauder's court with open arms, and is already flattering them with fawning songs. Yeah, dude, again, I'm really freaking tired. I apologize. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Yeah, and it's 100%. God damn it, now I'm regretting not doing the other things. Fuck. I'm sorry. A few more weeks pass, you wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, our spies have uncovered some of our nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Chief the Marauders had an irrational fear of lemons? This has gone better than I expected. We can't get complacent, yada yada yada. Okay, man, it just sucks, because like, I actually wanted to see the events as well. I didn't see around. It's with a sense of smugness that you can call your next council session. Listen, Your Grace, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? Well, we can call a vote, no problem. But as the nobles walk up to the ballot box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. But the blood of the dead, how did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. And it can stay that way, just vote the way that we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence, you can't prove anything. You'll be surprised what I can prove, I know exactly where to dig. If you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Here for some lemonade, Divine Marauder. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles for perhaps the first time have voted exactly how you wanted them to. I could get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new year has begun, and you're of cooperation or else. Your husband Zemuel meets you back at your chambers, your heir Zemuel IV in your hands. All good some counts should have just spent more money if they... Nah. It's... Don't blame people. Don't blame people. Like, it's actually very reasonable to complain that I didn't pick the events. I should have picked the events. I wanted to pick the events. My brain just short-circuited there because I'm really fucking tired. I've been asleep for 19 hours now, and I studied for like 12 hours and had a lot of blood drawn this morning, and I'm feeling tired. Yeah, so that's it. Like I wanted to pick the events. But yeah, sometimes bodies are weak. Your husband meets you back at your chambers. Your heir, Zemuel IV, in his arms. Very clever, Zemuel III. Let's just hope it doesn't all blow up in your face. This is where my reign really begins. Can't wait to see what you have planned. But now you sleep with untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again try to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Well, good game. The chiefs' agreement with the Ice Giants fell apart, and the Giants ended up attacking the north instead. The subsequent war kept the chiefs too busy to worry about matters of the throne. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles. To brood, their olive branch was rejected. The secrets of eternity that they had guarded for eons, they would not be so kind again. The Grandees attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Grandee Electri ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. And Queen Zemuel III ruled for the shadows, getting her way into the castle with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Queen Zemuel III died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. GG, everybody. All you have done is delayed the Zemuel line destruction. We have to eternity, and now this will die a horrid death. I think that might happen, yeah. Zemuel III did spy Network because Spy Master met her in her bedroom when she was going to bed. That is accurate, yes. Good, Vesper. I'm tired too. I've been playing this game for 80 hours straight. What the fuck? Sure, whatever, let me sleep. Yeah, that was pretty much what went on in my brain, to be honest. I even looked at the events, and then my brain was like, nope. That wasn't a conscious decision. God damn it. Tired brain be tired. Oh no, softly occurs. Then we get more active players. Yeah, that too. Clofu, I really hope that we get more active players from the other two regions next time. I don't know. It's only 15 years. Yeah. All right. Let us see the nickname. The Spider. Of course, the Spider. The Spy Network. Dragon Pit is the... Oh my god, 20,000? You're freaking rich, man. And King Israel being the poorest. And this is Zemuel IV. Oh my god, this actually looks a lot like Zemuel I. Oh my god! It's like Zemuel the First with the mustache. No way. The eyes are different, but it looks a lot like Zemuel. Oh my god. Yeah, eyes of her mother, of his mother. Good stuff. It is literally the reincarnation of King Zemuel, right? Like, I'm gonna think about what to do with this one. But this is gonna be a weird one, I think. This is gonna be a weird one, for sure. Yeah, it's Zemuel the First with a mustache. Alright everybody, thanks so much for playing this one. Apologies if I was a little bit tired at the very end, but I hope you had a good time. Nonetheless, I did have a good time, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next one.